Welcome to Capitol Insights. We are honored to have Harry Coates with us, Senator Harry Coates. Harry, it has been just a rambunctious week, all week, as we open the legislative session today. Talk a little bit about your committee assignments.
Well, it has been a busy week, and some of the committees didn't even meet this week because we had yet to have bills assigned to us. So, but we had a couple of committee meetings. We had the subcommittee on appropriations for education. We had energy and environmental subcommittee met today, and so just a few things going on, but really we're not getting into the meat of the thing until next week when we actually start seeing some bills. Haven't heard any bills on the floor yet, and so this is more or less organizational week, see what bills are assigned to your committee, and so we can move forward.
So that means Harry has a lot of times to take your phone calls and still get him the ideas.
You bet. I mean, there is time. You're right. There is still time to have input into the bills. The committee process is just the beginning of the way we work through these bills. Most of the bills will come out of committee with the titles off of them, so we're going to see them again. Plenty of opportunity for amendments, any good ideas that come from out there, and that's where most of the ideas for these bills come from anyhow, is from our constituents, and we'll be glad to try to get that language in there and see if we can get it in the bill.
Well, of course, you have your senator coat on today up here at the Capitol, but you're one of us. I mean, you're a businessman.
You know what? I'm one of the working population out there.
Yeah.
You know, when things go sour, I feel it. You know.
Well, and let me say, he's very nice to be able to show up with us today because he's got to run from here and do business.
Yeah, going to work. Going to work as soon as I leave. So spend 3 days working and then back up here Monday.
So always in and around Seminole and Shawnee, and Harry's always open for us. And I received questions really this week from some out-of-town guests when they walk around Oklahoma and they see the thriving economy. You know, Harry, I don't really know how to answer them when they say, well, why has it hit this place and it hasn't hit this place? You're in the know about that. Talk to us a little bit about it.
You know, Oklahoma is very diversified, for one. I mean, we have energy, we have agriculture, we have, just regular commerce like other states. But we have a lot of good things going on here. I mean, of course, certainly energy is taking a little bit of a hit right now, but it's going to bounce back. I mean, we have cheap oil, cheap natural gas, but it was only a year ago where we saw record high prices.
Right.
And our companies in Oklahoma, they know it's not going to stay good forever, and so you have to work through the ebb and flow of the economy. But we have those good companies, good solid companies in Oklahoma that manage their money well, hire good people, and so we are somewhat insulated from what's going on in the rest of the country.
Well, and as I understand it, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are not our neighbors. They're not the ones that live right down the road. Right. But over the last year, we've heard a lot about these two and about lending practices and things in the banking and financial industry that have really caused a cave-in. Right. But yet in Oklahoma, I sit with certain Oklahoma bankers, and they say, well, we're not impacted as much. And I'm thinking, well, why not?
We have good conservative community banks in Oklahoma, and under good management, good directors of the banks, very conservative. You know, I can't think of a bank, an Oklahoma community bank, that is interested in making a bad loan. I mean, they're in the money to make good loans, get a return on the loan, and get the interest in. And I think we just have much more conservatism in Oklahoma. We have good directors and good community banks, good solid banks. So I would be shocked to see a bank failure in Oklahoma.
And when you say community bank, explain that a little bit to me, where I see the big names that I don't even have to mention out there, and they're receiving hundreds of millions or billions and all of these things. But yet, when you say community bank, what does that really mean?
That's your hometown bank. That's the bank that's had the nameplate on it, for a number of years. You know the loan officers there. You know the people there in the bank. It's not some bank that's owned by an out-of-state concern that's maybe on the east or west coast. These are the people you know, the people you go to church with.
Right.
Right there in the bank, the bank directors are right there.
Right.
And so that's what we call community bank, or local banks of people that you know, and that's mostly what we have in Oklahoma. We do have some of the larger banks in the large metropolitan areas, but for the most part, community banks.
So it's solid banking practices from solid individuals that we all know, like
Exactly.
right around Seminole and Shawnee.
I mean, it's people we see every day. I mean, you know, the people I bank with, I see them on a regular basis. I will see them anywhere I go
Right.
in the community. Those people, and same people that I've dealt with for a number of years. So, you know, we're a good situation here in Oklahoma in the way of banking.
Positive community action right here in Oklahoma. Senator Coach, thank you for your insights, and we look forward to doing this every week. So remember to go to the website, post any comments, send us emails that you would like for Harry. We'll be happy to ask for all of us, but even more importantly, Harry, how do they contact you, and are you open to talk to them even right there on the streets of Seminole and Shawnee?
You know, just track me down any way you can. If you see me, tell me what's going on with you. Call our office up here, 521-5547, area code 405. My assistant, Lee Thompson, is there to take your call. If I'm in the office, she'll transfer the call to me. And I don't run for my constituents. That's one thing I don't do. I talk to them. So yeah, give us a call anytime.
Always willing to talk, as evidenced right now. Thanks, Harry.
Thank you.
Give me a shake.
Yeah.
And I look forward to talking to you again next week.
Look forward to seeing you next week. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.